You should see me without this low light over here. All right. Welcome to Mouthful of Bees. Morning, Kyle.
Morning. How is everyone?
Hey, it's Mouthful of Bees MMA, by the way.
Yeah, correct. Saw that officially.
Yeah, officially on Instagram, and we've got our own podcast channel now. So make sure you follow that. We'll have all our stuff on there. Plus, there's the YouTube channel. Do us a favor and follow that. All right. We've got Mariah Sandhagen.
Yep, your boy, your love child.
Who's that, Mariah's?
No, Corey.
I love watching Sandhagen.
Oh, okay.
As a person, he's a bit of a, I don't know, what do you call him, vegan warrior or something like that. I remember he was talking about how important paper towel is, or how bad paper towel is for the environment once and stuff. I was like, oh, all right.
Oh, God. Okay.
You might be right, but yeah, it gets a bit boring after a while.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get into some news.
Yeah, let's get into it. Bear with me. I'm an hour behind you this morning, 5 a.m. Bright and early.
So you woke up at 5. It's 6 there now, isn't it?
6 there now, yeah. Yeah, up at 5 this morning on my Saturday morning. No sleeping.
All right, I'll chuck some news stories at you. See how you react. You chuck some back at me.
Sounds good.
This was early in the week or late last week, but Aussie fighter Ben Sassoli.
Yep.
In jail.
What for?
I think he was bouncing at a nightclub. It might have been an older story, but knocked someone out. So just assault. 22 months.
Wow. Oh, geez, that's overboard. And he's working as a bouncer. What do you expect, though, bro? Come on.
You get to hit people in a cage. Apparently, he's putting out videos on how to knock people out and stuff as well.
Oh God. Okay.
Combat Wombat. He's going to have to be combating fucking picking up soap. That's about it.
Exactly right. We'll have a bit of time to think about it now. So enjoy that one.
Anyway, hopefully he comes back soon. He did get released not from jail, but from the roster.
All right.
And also shout out to Nadia Kassem. She also got released, Aussie fighter, because we are focusing on Australian New Zealand fighters on Fight Island, because that is the Australian New Zealand island, not Fight Island. We've got some Aussies coming up after this week. Speaking of, it's a big card this week. I think they've been putting on a lot of fights in case some drop off, and then this week nothing's dropped off, so they got 13 fights or something.
Yeah, I saw that. That's good. That's deep. Some good fights too.
Yeah, did you first look at this card and be like, oh, God, I don't know half these names? And then I've looked at it closer and I'm like, I'm excited about a few of these fights.
I literally looked at a few of them. I was like, we're going to have fun pronouncing a few of those. And then I looked a bit deeper and I was like, I remember his last fight. So, I'm actually pretty excited. There's a couple of guys that I think it's only their second or third fight, but their last performance was actually pretty good. So,
shit, we're already jumping into the previews part. Let's get back.
Yeah, let's get back to it, back on track.
To the news. I put a post up. No, let's talk about this. I'm sus on what's going on with Usman and Burns and Jan and Aldo. Jan and Aldo hasn't been announced yet, which means it's just negotiation, or they're waiting for something to happen this weekend. I say Aldo. I meant to say Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah.
There's something fishy going on there. Dana never really wanted to book him in that spot. He says he's there, but why? What's the holdup?
I don't know. That's an interesting one. Jan would be ready to go for sure. So, I don't know. I reckon it'd be on the side of Sterling. Have to be.
UFC gets what they want. They book him if they want to book him, but that's what I'm wondering. This is the big one, Usman and Burns. Now, I heard a couple of weeks ago that they're saying that they already heard that Usman Burns isn't going to happen till February because Usman doesn't want it, but he didn't have when was his last fight? Covington.
Covington, that's been it. No, yeah, Covington, and then he fought. What's his name?
Street Jesus.
Yeah, Street Jesus, correct.
Masvidal. Yeah, that wasn't much of a fight, so he shouldn't be any reason why he's not ready to go. And it's not
No.
like he's using his time up there to promote everything. So I don't know. So what I think, I'm matching this back to last week's news where Dana said he's got something special for Khabib. Is that I reckon the special thing for Khabib might be a 170 title bout
You think
next. I'm throwing it out there first,
that's a big call? Do you
which
know
means
what? That's
Burns is going to get skipped over, and Burns will have to fight Edwards.
yeah, that'd be but the fight that would mean it wouldn't happen until early next year, at least earliest.
You get Khabib in October, then you get Khabib in February.
Yeah, February. That's what I mean. Yeah,
That's
but
all
then
right, isn't it?
that means Usman would have to wait.
Would you be happy for the welterweight title to wait if you get Usman Khabib?
100%. But then
Yeah.
what if Habib wins, and getting a little bit off track, but just quickly, what if Habib wins, Conor beats Poirier, and all of a sudden that fight's there again? Which way do you go?
It's the
This is,
UFC likes to put themselves in the five-way intersection, just have options.
yeah, that's true. Well, mate, that's a possibility. When I initially heard it, what are you talking about? But now that I think about it, doable. Habib
Yeah.
has to cut weight. So,
Oh, he's been wanting up to 170 for a while.
yeah, yeah.
And
Makes sense.
who else to take the title off Usman? Because he's kind of stuck up there now. They got the next boring guy stuck up there at welterweight.
What would that fight be like, though, really?
That'd be awesome to see Usman get out wrestled.
It would be. He's strong, though. Be interesting. That'd be a good fight. Anyway, we'll see.
What about your man Mike Perry? Always interesting. At least he's in the news, but he's always fun in the news. He's not like Conor and John, like we spoke about last week. And somehow Conor's still in the news this week with Poirier. But I love Mike Perry's ideas. I know he's
I do.
wild and everything.
Yeah, I do as well. It's funny. Darren Till, I swear him and Darren Till, like Darren Till, I do follow Darren Till on, man, any chance he gets at Mike Perry.
Yes. So yeah, Mike Perry just has put out a auction to see who wants to be in his corner for the next fight because he didn't have anyone in his corner last time except his girlfriend who didn't really know much but just put ice on his back and said you're doing well, and he's going with the same thing and he's auctioning it off, which is a good idea. No one ever thought about it, and if people start doing it, it might be a good idea to make money. But then UFC might nip it in the bud there, but they'll probably let it go for this one because we're all going to want to watch.
Yeah, well, let's get some funds together.
Fuck, we're not going to be able to raise Darren Till money, and then he's done a GoFundMe for it, so he's already put $5,000, and that's American money. So what's that, $8,000 or something?
Australian, yeah, someone to be coming. You'd think he'd at least get 40,000-50,000 for it, something like that.
Is that money you can afford if you want to go in there?
Well, not really. I just got a better boat.
In Mike Perry's corner? What would you do in Mike Perry's corner?
Mate, honestly, no, I wouldn't ice his back. I'd give him a leg rub. I'd give him a leg rub.
All right, if he's copping low kicks. He's fighting Lawler, so it's only going to be face stuff needed.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting, though. That'd be a cool experience. So fair play to him for putting that up. Good idea.
What news do you got?
Mate, what is going on with fighters using COVID to get out of fights? I feel like this is becoming a thing. I feel that so many more fighters, as this has progressed, are pulling out of fights due to COVID. And do they really have COVID?
It's the new injury.
It's a new injury, or it's the new UFC being able to go, no, they've got COVID, scrap it because of other issues in the background, whether it's drug testing, whether it's, I don't know, but I just feel like I feel that excuse is getting used a lot lately. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, but.
Are you talking about Dos Anjos fell out of a fight?
Correct. He was a tipping point for me. I saw that and I was like, again, every week, more and more. And I'm like, it can be used both ways. The UFC can pull the card and say you tested positive, and fighters can use it too. So they kind of, yeah, because things change once fights are named, right? From when they actually fight, there's this journey they go along over a 12-week period where things change. Other fighters win to line up other fights, etc., etc.
Okay, who's Dos Anjos supposed to be fighting?
I haven't got it in front of me. Shit, I haven't got it in front of me. Have you got it there?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't, but
I can't remember who it was. But this was just a tipping point because, yeah, it was. I was just looking at it and going, well, it seems to be getting used all the time now. Why? I don't. But apparently, they got the strictest testing protocols going on, and all of a sudden, people are testing positive. I'm like, it's just fishy.
Is some new trend. Yeah, it is fishy. I mean, of course, the UFC want to have all the fights going ahead, but I know what you mean. It's just another a point of leverage, or not a point of leverage, the ability to tinker.
Tinker, there you go.
Hashtag no racist there, but tinker with with their baby, their sport.
Yeah.
The other point I reckon they got to tinker is the grey areas in judging.
Oh, fuck me. Judging. You know what? Can we do a podcast fucking next week, whenever we do it, just on judging and referees, please? Because and we need 3 hours.
Yeah, we can do a bonus one if you want. I do try and we're putting it out weekly if there's a weird judging decision, or if there's a close decision, I'll put out an Excel spreadsheet on our on Instagram through the judging criteria, which is that's the main one. Is the main judging criteria is effective striking and grappling, which doesn't mean a takedown.
Yeah, correct.
Because only if it's effective grappling, then a takedown's good.
Correct.
Stuff like that. And then aggression, which is a really hard one to judge, aggression, because everyone's in a fight. Normally they're pretty aggressive.
Yeah. It's more so, that more so means the person on the front foot, so to speak.
But then it's octagon control.
Exactly.
They're kind of grey.
I reckon we dedicate a podcast, because this will get out of control. We need to dedicate maybe next week's ones, or we'll allocate one, the full time slot, our discussion point on top, besides the fights, is refereeing and judges.
Righto. We'll have a whinge session. We'll try to be positive.
We will be positive, because you know what? There's a few good ones out there, especially a couple of newbies that I'll mention to you, but a couple of the old let's call them sea dogs, UFC dogs, need to have a look at themselves. I think they're getting a little too comfortable in the UFC dogs. That's what I call them. But yeah, tuck your shirt in, Herb, and get all over it. All
right, we're gonna stop. We're gonna cut you off because you're gonna unleash a couple of more things. When you're talking about people pulling out, I also feel it's a new age of people saying yes. And it seems like everyone's pretty much getting a fight that's getting changed and having to fight a new opponent. That's just becoming the new norm. So I guess the UFC likes that, and you get to see fighters without camps or without preparation. So it's almost you're getting a raw look at them, what they would be like in the streets, which might be kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel like the UFC has a lot more control now as well with fighters. Like, I think people are desperate for money. People need to get paid in today's era, especially with what's going on. Plus this whole COVID thing, I just feel the UFC has such a strong hold on fighters now in terms of being able to make them fight, not make them fight, give them fights.
Especially bringing all these new people in.
Yeah.
They just go, got someone else then?
Exactly right.
Which is good, because it means we get to see what we want to see. They're just going to choose the better, more entertaining fighters. So entertainment's going to go up. One other thing is that I did a Instagram post last night about posters, UFC posters. The artwork is getting out of control, especially on Fight Island. It's just going boom. Today's card's really good. Last week's was pretty good. Actually, last week's was really good. Today's, next week's, and then Khabib Gaethje. I hope it keeps going after Fight Island.
Yeah, I think it's been good. I think a word you used in there, was it eclectic you used? Is that one of the words? Was it eclectic? But I think
I did say it's exponential. And
maybe that was the word that got
comic level.
The comic level. Because they used to just be literally two black faces faded back. Sorry, pardon me. Two black and white faces faded into the background with some gold writing. Yeah, but you're right. I feel like it's come a long way, and it's cool. I like what they're doing.
Yeah, reminds me of collecting comics. It's cool.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Feels like Tony reckons he's going up to 170 soon. Yeah. Everyone keeps threatening 170. Even Poirier said he'll fight at 170.
Yeah. Quickly, do you think, Conor's my boy, do you think this fight's happening?
Just like 55%. I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing is does he say the one thing he said is that it has to be this year. If he knows it can't be any of those cards, then he's just throwing himself out there because he knows it won't happen anyway.
Yeah, it has to be this year, and I think it has to be soon. If it's a month after Khabib, I think November. That only gives him about an 8-week camp, so it'd probably have to be in December. He fights, and then he fights Khabib if they both win March next year.
Think about this though: if the word is out there that Khabib will be moving up after this fight, then all the posturing is going to be happening for the lightweight title. It's going to be a new Khabib's gone now. It's going to be a new roundabout in there, which is going to be awesome. So if people know that, then maybe everyone's lining themselves up for positions at that title.
Yeah, possibly. I just think I know why Conor's doing the fight. I think he thinks it's an easy win, but he's already fought him. Does anyone want to see that again?
No, I don't. Yeah, and I don't. Doesn't.
Dustin's come a long way, but since that fight, but we'll see. Anyway.
All right, I have one more thing, which is shout outs. I want to give a shout out to we've got Frank the Crank Camacho, who's liked a couple of our posts. Also, 2 Bellator fighters have liked our posts, Adam Piccolotti and also Lewis Long. And then I have
shout out, guys.
One little thing here I want to just check with you what you think. You know the Bash podcast? It's Pete Carroll and Niall McGrath, Irish guys. They had this to say, just see if you can hear this. Hopefully you can hear it, actually. Share computer sound. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Can you hear this? Okay, that was... Did you hear that?
No, I couldn't hear it.
All right. I'll just finish playing it. It sounds like they might have heard us but might be saying the same thing. I'll just play them both one more time. All right. That was all.
What was it in regards to?
Our little intro we do. I think they said something that sounds very similar. They both did that UFC.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's chop this one off. I'm going to stop the recording and then we'll re-record for the preview.
Sweet.